Good evening, Stevens Point. I'm Anjan Redinger.
And I'm Erika Baker.
This week for SPTV News, Santa Claus is coming to town. UWSP's a cappella group is holding their holiday concert, and UWSP hosted a public discussion on presidential politics.
All this and more when we return.
From the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, this is your SPTV News with Erika Baker and Anjan Redinger.
Graduation is coming up soon for this fall's graduates. Seniors are still working hard to pass their last finals while at the same time getting ready for their graduation ceremony. Ji-Sung Kim has more.
2016 Winter Commencement Day will be on Saturday, December 17th. It will be located at the Multi-Activity Center of the Health Enhancement Center, UWSP. There are a few things the prospective graduates should be prepared of. First, RSVP and let the university know that the student will be present at the event. Second, purchase a cap, gown, and tassel that are sold at the university store at the DUC. Lastly, reserve and claim tickets for family and friends to come celebrate the event. These can be found at the Information and Tickets Office, also in the DUC. Next week, there will be a story on students who are ready to graduate. For SPTV, I'm Ji-Sung Kim.
Seniors that have not RSVP'd to walk the commencement ceremony must let university know by Friday, December 2nd. SPTV congratulates all seniors graduating this semester and wishes the best for their next journey.
Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. This motto of the National Student Exchange encourages students to try something new by gaining new experiences across North America. Through the National Student Exchange, students have the opportunity to study for a semester or school year at different universities across the U.S., Canada, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and more. Students only have to pay UWSP tuition while exploring and learning in a new and exciting environment. For more information, students can set up an appointment with the National Student Exchange Coordinator.
Next Friday, Cornerstone Press will hold a launch party of their new book, Meditations of a Beast. SPTV's Evan Peterson took a look to see what else the press is doing before the launch.
Cornerstone Press publishes a book every fall semester, and the release date for their newest book is drawing very close. Their upcoming poetry collection, Meditations of a Beast, will be available for purchase on December 9th. For the release, Cornerstone is planning several events throughout the coming week in celebration of their new book.
The week prior to the release, from Tuesday to Thursday, we're actually having different events at night for just in anticipation of the event, just to kind of celebrate everything that's going on. So on Tuesday night, we'll have Paint and Sip, which is basically, we have canvases for anyone that wants to come join, and we'll have someone leading a painting session. On Wednesday night, we'll be having an open mic poetry night. And then Thursday night will be Meditations with the Beast. It's a yoga session.
All of these events are free to attend, including the launch of the book itself. Copies of Meditations of a Beast will be available for purchase at the book launch. If you can't make it to the launch but wish to purchase your own copy of the book, don't worry, you'll still have a chance to buy it.
Cornerstone Press will be having book sales throughout the week after the book launch that you can be buying it. Just be on the lookout for different campus events, or if you look on our website, we'll probably have them listed there.
For more information about Cornerstone Press, look them up in the UWSP English Department website. For SPTV, I'm Evan Peterson.
Check out Cornerstone Press on Facebook and Twitter if you are interested in their upcoming events.
UWSP wants to know what type of hero you are. This past Tuesday and Wednesday, the Student Involvement and Employment Office and the American Red Cross hosted a blood drive to help save those in need. SIEO and the Red Cross coordinated with UWSP volunteers to collect blood that may be able to save lives. The blood drives took appointments and walk-ins and provided snacks to those who donated. The next blood drive will take place on February 22nd and 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the DUC Laird Room.
Throughout the year, UW-Stevens Point recruited students in high schools to choose the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point as their college of choice. SPTV's Milica Mitrovic spoke with student ambassadors who were the tour guides that day.
UW-Stevens Point is always on the lookout for potential future pointers. As long as they can remember, the admissions office has encouraged students to apply to become a student ambassador.
Being an ambassador, we engage not just families, not just the students, but we're engaging like other students as well.
Having students be the ambassadors and tour guides really helps with communicating eye to eye.
The student ambassadors are not only there to help future college students get a feel of the campus, but for their own benefit.
I think I've gained the ability to communicate more effectively. It's stepping outside of my comfort zone just a little bit more, and that is actually a slogan and motto for just a pointer, is stepping out of your comfort zone. But as I grew into this position, as I grew, I just started realizing, like, this is what I love to do. I love to make connections with people and just have that one-on-one experience. So.
There are 21 student ambassadors on the board. They conduct tours from one-on-one to a group of 8 people. There's even a bilingual for international students.
You get the kids that will come on the tours with their family members. Also, I've given tours to all different age groups, period. So it's really helped me be able to communicate with all age groups.
All the ambassadors have one goal in mind when they're giving tours.
When people come to visit our campus, when they look at our college, I want them to say, hey, this is a home, this is a community, and I kind of want to be that big brother figure and just kind of let them know, like, they have a place here.
For those interested in becoming an ambassador, you can visit the admissions office in the Student Services Building. They are open Monday through Friday. You can also visit their website for more information on how to apply. In Stevens Point for UWSP News Team, this has been Milita Mitrovic with Lucas Latarski.
Ambassadors are a key component to recruiting our students.
Giving to those in need has always been a tradition during the holiday seasons. The University Store and Textbook Rental is partnering with Marine Corps Reserve Rotary Club of Greater Portage County to bring back Toys for Tots in Stevens Point. The Toys for Tots fundraiser works to collect toys and distribute them as Christmas gifts for less fortunate children in the community in which the fundraiser takes place. Toys for Tots was founded in 1947 by Major Bill Hendricks of the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve. He was inspired by his wife, Diane, who tried to donate a homemade Raggedy Ann doll to a child but could not find an organization to assist. Since then, Marine Corps Reserves and local community members have come together to make sure that all children have something to look forward to on the Christmas day. To promote this fundraiser, the University Store is giving back 25% off coupons on one UWSP apparel or gift item. For more information on how to get involved or donate a gift, visit the University Store.
The United States is not the only country in the world protesting against the controversial president. A scandal surrounding the Republic of Korea's president has led to a country in an uproar.
There have been several consecutive weekends since October where the citizens of South Korea have been protesting for President Park Geun-hye's resignation. The scandal reveals about an outside individual who is in possession of private government documents. This indicates the corrupted government system that has been seen in the past few years. The president has apologized twice, however the anti-government protest seems to grow. For SPTV, I'm Ji-Sung Kim.
This is the Republic of Korea's largest protest since 2004. Many citizens are traveling to the capital to join the massive protest. The protesters are all of generations from older citizens to children with their parents.
Are you nervous about getting everything done within these last 3 weeks of classes? Well, there are plenty of stress-relieving events going on around campus these next few weeks. The UWSP Paintball Club will be holding a paintball outing at Grand Valley Adventure in Wausau. The event is $5 for a one-time event fee or one payment of $20 for life. The club will leave at 10 a.m. on December 10th and get back at 4 p.m. All materials are provided and only 15 spots are available. The UWSP softball team is hosting a trench ball tournament. Any UWSP students are welcome to create a team of 7 with a fee of $20 per team. The tournament takes place on December 11th at the Multi-Activity Center in the HEC. For more information, visit HEC Room 116. The drum and wind group, DOG, are performing their final showcase of the semester. DOG is a growing show marching group that was formed last year. The event takes place Saturday, December 10th, 7:30 in the North Laird Room. For more stress-relieving activities, visit the campus announcements.
Nothing beats getting into the holiday spirit than decorating Christmas cookies. The Student Involvement and Employment Office is looking for help spreading some holiday cheer by making holiday cards and decorating cookies. The cards and cookies will be donated to the residents of Oak Ridge Senior Living and North Crest Assisted Living. The event takes place on Saturday, December 3rd from 1 to 4 p.m. in the DUC Alumni Room. To RSVP for TIS this season, visit SIEO's spin page. Centertainment's annual event, Breakfast with Santa, is coming up this weekend on Saturday, December 3rd. Erika and I took a closer look at all the fun happening. Centertainment Productions, the department on campus that brings in different artists, musicians, and plans fun events for students, is getting ready to host their annual Breakfast with Santa event.
Breakfast with Santa is an event that's been going on here at the UWSP campus for a few years now, and it's really geared towards kids and bringing out non-traditional students, people with families, things like that, and it's been really successful in the past years, so we've just kind of kept doing it and made it a tradition here at UWSP. I really liked thinking about the decorating aspect of it, because this event is in the Laird Room, and most of our events usually take place in the Encore, so it's a little bit different space. So you get to kind of play with how that space feels, and just because it's a Christmas event, just making it really holiday and festive and fun for everyone that comes and all that great stuff. So that was really fun.
Breakfast with Santa is very popular among the community and students because it's held on the weekend, this year on December 3rd starting at 9 a.m.
So this event is free for all students on campus. You just have to show your ID, and then it's $6 if you are from the community or you don't go to school here, and then children 4 and under are free. So that's really exciting. We have the full breakfast for everyone who attends, and then we also have cookie decorating and coloring, since we're hoping to bring out a lot of young kids, so we have those kind of activities for them to do as well. And then attendees can also capture a photo with Santa himself. He'll be there. So yeah, it'll be a good time.
This is Erika Baker
and Anjan Redinger for SPTV News.
Breakfast with Santa is in the Laird Room this Saturday at 9 a.m. If you are looking for more information, contact Mary Knight in Centertainment Productions.
That's all the news we have for you this evening.
We will be right back with sports after the break.
Warzala, the 7th largest book printer in North America, is hiring students for the semester. We are 100% employee-owned and located right here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. All shifts currently hiring, with jobs starting at $10.80 an hour. Hours are flexible. For more information, contact the Warzala HR department.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in animals or just looking for a way to help preserve wildlife? Then the Wildlife Society might be just for you. As one of the largest organizations at UWSP, you will have your chance to help in projects that study and preserve animals, network with professionals, and meet like-minded people. Join us Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and join the Wildlife Society today.
Now for your SPTV Sports, Joey Hirsch.
Welcome back, Pointers. This week in sports, the UWSP men's basketball team trounced UW Superior 85-65 Tuesday night in the Quant Gymnasium. Ethan Bublitz led the Pointers with 17 points, while Bryce Williams chipped in 15 of his own. The Pointers' next game is against Hope College December 10th in Holland, Michigan. Moving to women's basketball now, they beat Carthage last night in the Berg Gym 66-50. The Pointers hit 9 threes in the game, and Lauren Anklem led the Pointers with 15 points. Their next game is at home on December 13th against North Central. The Packers beat the Eagles on Monday night 37-13. Aaron Rodgers had another good game as he finished 30 of 39 with 313 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams finished with 5 receptions for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Packers are back at home on Sunday to play the Houston Texans. Kickoff is at noon. The Badgers beat Minnesota this past Saturday in Madison by a score of 31-17. The Badgers found themselves down by 7 at halftime, but their defense picked off 4 Mitch Leitner passes in the second half to turn the tide of the game. Bart Houston was 9 of 14 and passed for 123 yards. Corey Clement finished his last game at Camp Randall with 26 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wisconsin plays Penn State in the Big Ten Championship game this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Indianapolis. The Badgers basketball team beat Syracuse 77-60 Tuesday night in Madison as part of the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Ethan Happ led the way for the Badgers, finishing with 24 points. Bronson Caden finished with 20 points. The Badgers' next game is Saturday against Oklahoma at home in the Kohl Center. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. The UWSP men's basketball team and coach Bob Semlin look to have another successful season despite having a larger roster than normal. Coach Semlin hopes to find the winning combination that will help the team have a successful season. One of the key players returning for the Pointers is sophomore Ethan Bublitz, who is the lone player on this year's roster that started each game last season. His scoring average of 17 points per game will be the spark that Coach Semlin will depend on for the UWSP offense. His athleticism allows him to be one of the team leaders in rebounds and steals, which translates into more scoring opportunities for the offense. With Bublitz, the team will also depend on the 5 seniors to lead the team with their experience and willingness to overcome any challenge, which will help them become confident and believe that they can overcome their tough schedule, which includes facing 2 Final Four teams from last season. Coach Semlin looks toward everyone stepping up and contributing to the team and believes the team will only get better the farther into the season. As the team continues their season, they look to build on their early season success to make a run for a possible NCAA tournament berth. That's all the sports stories we have for you tonight. Up next is Entertainment News with Sarah Sartell. I'm Joey Hips for SPTV Sports.
Stand by camera 1. Coming in on camera in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take camera 1.
SPTV News serves Stevens Point, the largest city in Portage County and home to 26,000 people. SPTV News covers campus, local, and national news, as well as local sports and entertainment. Melissa Mitrovic will present you the latest in Point news. Tune in to Charter Channel 983 or visit our YouTube channel. SPTV News, pointing to you.
Be a part of something super Greek at UWSP. There are 9 chapters and colonies on campus: Phi Sigma Phi, Gamma Phi Delta, Theta Xi, Sigma Delta Rho, Sigma Tau Gamma, Delta Phi Epsilon, Tau Kappa Epsilon, Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia, and Phi Omega. Greek life at UWSP is a great way to build your personal support system and resume. With Greek life at UWSP, you won't just be a member, but a happy friend to the chapters and colonies for life. See what opportunities Greek life could offer you.
Great opportunity to promote leadership, a great way to get connections, and also to build bonds between different groups.
You get the opportunity to grow yourself as a leader and as a person, both through your organization and connections through Inter-Greek Council and other avenues like that.
Greek life isn't what you see in the movies. I recommend checking out one of the recruitment events for the organizations and just seeing maybe you belong there.
Welcome back to Entertainment News. In the spirit of Christmas, UWSP's a cappella is hosting the event Voices of the Season, an a cappella holiday celebration, in which 4 different groups will be performing holiday songs. The groups to be announced, the Point Pitches and On Point, will celebrate winter holiday in style with their concert. The concert will take place on Saturday, December 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. in the alumni room of the DUC. This past week, internationally recognized printmaker Thomas Christensen visited UWSP to teach students about printmaking and his techniques in achieving his work. On Monday, he gave a public lecture and demonstration in the Knoll Fine Arts Center, and throughout the week, he has visited classes to work with students directly. Christensen is a master of lithography and monotype processes, creating detailed prints about life cycles, passages of time, and regeneration and the food chain. His work can be recognized in the National Museum of Art in Washington, D.C., and can be recognized internationally in museums in Germany, France, and India. In the last entertainment movie of the semester, a group of supervillains are forcefully brought together to save the world. In the DC Universe movie Suicide Squad, notable villains such as Harley Quinn, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang are tasked with stopping the evil enchantress who has accidentally been free from her Asian curse. If they fail, their lives are in the hands of stoic Amanda Waller and has no fears of bringing such an unpredictable team together. Suicide Squad will be playing in the DUC Theater this Friday and Saturday at 7 and 9:45 p.m. The movie is free with a student ID and $5 without one. $1 popcorn will also be available for purchase. UWSP-owned sorority Delta Phi Epsilon is hosting a gala to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. The 65 Roses Gala is a black tie formal event that is being held on Saturday, December 3rd. At the event will be live music performed by Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia, as well as silent auction, dinner, and guest speaker Aaron Scrochenbach, who also will recount his battle with the cystic fibrosis. The gala will take place at 6:30 at the Holiday Inn Convention Center on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. For more information, check out the sorority spin page. This year's Radiothon will be taking place this weekend right here in Stevens Point. 90 FM hosts the auction each year as a way to raise money for the station. Carefully selected packages are auctioned off each hour and community members can bid on them. Radiothon starts this Saturday at 6 p.m. For more information, check out their Facebook page. That's all for you we have this week for entertainment news. Up next is Ben Zutini with Pointer Politics. I'm Sarah Sartell with SPTV Entertainment.
Thanks, Sarah. In politics this week, environmental activists are looking to increase climate change resolutions for 2017. U.S. oil and gas companies are the main targets of these policies, as activists hope to reduce carbon emissions and increase energy efficiency in these companies. Organizations such as ExxonMobil Company are looking to be a part of the changes by adding an activist to their board in order to become more environmentally friendly. There are roughly 200 resolutions that are going to take place in 2017, which is an increase from the 174 that took place over the course of this past year. The concern for climate change is not a new one, but more companies are becoming aware of their impact on the environment. Activists are hopeful for influential changes in 2017. On November 29th, UWSP hosted a public discussion on presidential politics and other parts of politics. Evan Peterson has more.
Since 2013, UWSP has hosted panels meant for UWSP students and members of the Stevens Point community to have discussions about a variety of topics. On November 29th, their latest panel was held, and the topic of discussion was how presidential elections are held, and if this most recent election was different from any previous one.
They're going to discuss the history of presidential politics. They'll talk a little bit about the use of words, and how words are lightning rods in various kinds of campaigns. They'll talk about what civil discourse means in a campaign, how various campaigns through the years have been coarse. Some of them have been a little finer than others.
The panel for the event was made up of 4 UWSP professors from English, History, Philosophy, and Political Science. The event began with each panelist giving a 5-minute discussion about certain aspects of the presidential elections. Then the floor was opened up for members of the audience to submit questions for the panelists to answer.
Yeah, this is a university, and at a university we need to challenge our students. We need to challenge them to listen. We need to challenge them to speak, and we need to challenge them to think. The hardest of those is to think. The easiest of those is to speak. And so what we hope our students get out of this is that before you speak too lengthy about some topic, or with the kind of expertise that you at least project that you have, that you actually do think a little bit about what you're saying.
UWSP plans to hold at least one of these events every semester in the future, and hope that they encourage students and community members to engage each other in civil discussions about challenging topics. For SPTV, I'm Evan Peterson.
If you're interested in any future public discourse events, keep watch for them on your student announcement emails. Nearly 3 weeks after it was announced that Donald Trump was elected to become president, certain states are recounting their votes to ensure that hacking did not occur during the initial counting process. Hillary Clinton's team is now focusing on Wisconsin in addition to Pennsylvania and Michigan to assure her supporters of the results. The campaign for recounting the votes was urged by former Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein, as she is putting pressure on the Clinton campaign to explore all of their options. Donald Trump does not agree with the process of recounting the votes, even though he has won all 3 states by over 100,000 votes. He wishes for the vote to be respected as they stand rather than waste time recounting them. The Clinton campaign will not financially support the recounts, but pay to have lawyers present. There's little indication that the results of the recount will change the outcome of the election. Rocky roads are not a new concept to Wisconsin residents, and the ride for solving the state's transportation budget deficit just became a whole lot bumpier. A 27-page document titled No Easy Answers was given to Republican Assembly members this past week. The document states that there is no easy way to combat the over $1 million deficit that the state is facing for its transportation budget. The state's roads budget is funded with money generated through the gas tax and vehicle registration fees, but there has been a decline in driving and an increase in fuel-efficient vehicles. Republicans are arguing about the most cost-effective measures to make while still ensuring job creation. While this has been an issue for the past 2 years, little has been done until now. Republicans look to make a change in 2017, but are currently at a standstill on how to achieve that change. That's all we have for you this week in Pointer Politics. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Serving a campus of 9,600 strong, we are the home of UWSP Television. We are SPTV. You can find us on Charter Channel 983, online, or on any of our social media sites.
Don't have a television? Don't worry. SPTV is available on demand at uwsp.edu/SPTV. Find your favorite shows on our website, plus links to all of our YouTube content. Stay up to date with SPTV news that includes information about campus and community happenings. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, we're SPTV-UWSP Television. SPTV, let's make media together.
That's all we have for you this week on SPTV. Make sure you keep yourself updated on all of SPTV's social media pages.
Until next week, Stevens Point, have a great night.